now on, that's how you let that beat play, baby. Let it rock. We ain't got time to be cutting and shout.
Yes.
I thought about y'all. I thought about
Let it
y'all.
rock.
Yes. Gotta let it go.
I extended it. Let the beat breathe.
Let it breathe, baby.
Welcome to the Fourcast. We review movies, documentaries, films like you've never seen before, completely different way, 4 different perspectives. Bringing it to you every Monday at 8:30 Central. We are live right now on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We are also live on Roku TV. It is available right now for you to download. Go to your Roku TV or device. Search BS3 TV. It is right there for you. A lot of great content on there. HRap, how you doing?
Thank you, Alfred.
You said you lied. You said mid-show. You lied.
I'm good. It is what it is. Still dealing with this old lousy ass back. Well, I got a new machine for my back. And next.
Yeah. What is it called? A back-o-matic?
Something, man. It just made my back cold.
I can always count on Wilks. See, Wilks don't even have to be looking at me. He can be looking off in the distance. He gonna give me some love, man.
I'm listening.
So you don't have that same machine that you had?
No. Well, that was the new one. That was a new joint.
Okay.
And it's a waste of damn time. Just make my back cold. Trying to see if I could trade it in for 86 or something.
86 cut dog.
86 Cutlass or something.
Yeah, 86 cut dog.
Man.
All right. Dawk. Oh, you on mute.
Mute.
Oh, Dawk on mute? Let's talk about his mama.
I think he's looking for something.
Did you mean to put yourself on mute?
Yo.
I did, man. Go to somebody else if you see I'm on mute.
I tell you,
it's your first time doing this.
It's like you, what you doing?
I tell you,
I'm minding my own business.
I thought you was having an elder moment or something.
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
All right, Wilks.
I am fantastic. I'm feeling okay. So y'all know how some folks say that they feeling a little. Jesus said it. In fact, when he was on the cross, he said, "I thirst." Well, let me just say this. I ash because I feel ashy today for some reason. I don't know what it is, man.
Well, you too this day.
You know that? But you know that? Sometimes you just feel a little ashy here, and I feel ashy.
Yeah.
And you threw Jesus in that?
Oh, yeah. That's the problem. You heathens don't live a spiritual life. I see Jesus in everything. I see Jesus in my Don Julio pineapple margarita, baby.
He said in all things.
Thank you.
Well, he just said,
acknowledge me in all your ways, and I will direct your path.
Right. So today, this day, you shall too be moisturized.
Yes.
Amen. Thank you.
Hey, Ben, can you move us over?
In the middle?
Yeah, I don't get it.
All right, how you doing, Wilks?
I'm good. Doing all right. Have me a little drinky drink. But other than that, we're pretty good. We as a whole, Wilks, me, myself, doing great. Yes, third person.
I heard that.
I hear you. Let's get to some shout outs here. Raider Kev in the building. Thank you for tuning in. Tiger Park. Thank you for tuning in. Check out Grown Man, which is on season. Grown Man season on Saturdays, right?
Sunday.
Wow, he talking about me about senior moments. He done messed up the whole just cut.
Start over. I need a 20 seconds. Sunday.
Good night.
What time is it?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. There we go. All right, Raider Kev, make sure to check out his channel. Just Joe in the building. How you doing? We got Kirby Alexander in the building. Thank you for tuning in. D Great. Thank you for tuning in. Chef Honors Wine just celebrated his 40th birthday. Happy birthday to you, sir. All right, let's so we're doing something a little bit different. Normally,
a lot bit different. Yeah,
normally it's a black lead, and as you can see on the image behind me, the leads are on the sides, so they definitely wasn't the leads, but they was in the movie. They was in the movie. You can see
and one of them give us some credit for being real black, because look at him, how they had his makeup and stuff. They got him so black, he look like he come from the 60s.
Yeah.
And the hair too. That
got him confused with Don Cheadle.
The hairdresser that Wesley Snipes used in that Kevin Hart movie.
The hair kind of pissed me off.
Exactly.
I gotta say that pissed me off. But so it's called Don't Look Up. It is on Netflix. I would highly suggest everyone watch it. Charlotte was saying I couldn't get into it, and I told her, think about the past 2 years with COVID and watch this, and you will see a lot of parallels, a lot of comparisons.
Yeah. So
let's kind of get to our initial thoughts, which I didn't know what to expect. I've seen the preview multiple times, so I knew it was going to be funny. That is one thing that I did expect, but I didn't expect the ending, which we'll get to that. But it was surprisingly good, and they had a lot of prominent actors in this film. And it immediately made me think, like, you remember when stuff used to go straight to DVD? It was like Good Barbecue or something. I mean, it was films that wasn't that great, and that's the reason why. It was like Free Willy 5, all those went to straight to DVD. But hey, Netflix has definitely changed the game, man, especially with all these actors that they have in this one. All right, Wilks, initial thoughts.
We back to normal.
Well,
we back to normal. Hey, Trav.
Hey.
We back to normal.
I went to HRap first the last time.
Yeah. My first thoughts when I was watching this, I don't know why it had to be 2 hours, but I hated that part. I'm like, damn, it ain't got to be that long. It was actually kind of, the first watch was a little hard for me because I'm like, yeah, I get it. You're making fun of everybody. But then I watched it the second time, found out, it's really just kind of pointing the finger at everybody, really. I mean, yeah, I like the, it was kind of overhyped because they got big names tied to it. But I enjoyed the second watch. Still didn't know why it just had to be so damn long. But the ending was interesting, but I'll save that for later. When I don't know if anybody else has thoughts on that ending, but that ending was
Meryl Streep booty.
That too. Because I'll talk about that later. I'll save it. But next.
Yeah, Meryl Streep. We'll say that for later. Anyway, DJ Purplelicious, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you.
What's up?
Chief Rocker in the building.
Rocker.
Let us know how happy you are with the new coach. And then they hired the Giants hired the Bills defensive coordinator. It ain't gonna work anyway, but we still want to hear your thoughts.
Wow.
He said this one took the actors out of their normal roles. True. Tyler Perry for sure. I mean, this was out of left, but I appreciated that because it was different.
Right. Yeah, Kate Blanchett. I mean, has she been in a comedy kind of satire? I don't think so.
Not that I can think of. I guess I'm not the biggest. I haven't watched as many Kate Blanchett movies, so.
Yeah, she normally in that. Well, isn't she in that romantic comedy role kind of situation?
She probably has. He said, "What's working in Dallas? It's working better than the Giants."
Mind your business, Chief Rocker.
Mind your better than the Giants. Yeah. That's all that matters. As long as it's working better than the Giants, we all good. Yeah. I can talk trash to you. That's probably it. All right, HRap.
I mean, it was a cool movie, satire at its finest. I mean, it wasn't Pootie Tang, but what is? But seriously, it just shows you. It just held a mirror up to the entire world. Every time I see something of this nature, I'm thinking about that book I told you all about. I read this book 31 years ago. It's called Leviathan 666, and it basically said movies and television will show you what the world has in store for you, and this definitely did that. It was a little too late at this point because we've lived through the last 12 years. I say I say this kind of stuff started amping up around the second election of President Obama. But you got to see people. You got to see what people are really doing in the world today. How you can tell any lie. But Winston Churchill said it 100 years ago: a lie gets halfway around the world before the truth get out the bed and put on its pants. And this was literally that in motion.
I like that. That's a negative, Chief. That's a negative, Chief. All right, Dawk.
Everybody want to be a trash talker at this point in the season.
Yeah,
everybody at home.
That win and loss column about to reset.
Yeah. The Bengals won 4 games last year, and they went to the Super Bowl this year. So, all right, that's fair. You talk that trash now. Yeah. Until you remember who you got at quarterback. That ain't changing. My initial thoughts, I had a couple of them. The first one was the budget, and I thought to myself, what could we do with a budget? You know, what I mean by we, I mean people that look like us, act like us, think like us, talk like us. What could we do with a budget? Because imagine what the budget of this sucker was right here. Mm-hmm. All right, you know, and think about this for a second. Do they throw a cast together like this without any heartache? Do you think it took anything for us to throw the cast of The Harder They Fall together? Imagine the undertaking there. Why? Imagine the second thoughts, the doubt, can we pull this off? You think they had a question about whether they pull this off or not? They probably said to themselves, oh yeah, were we all in it? Oh yeah. I got Meryl Streep doing this. Okay, shit, I'm in. We got such and such doing this. DiCaprio doing. Oh shit. Right. Oh, what's the movie about again?
Yeah,
they ain't heard that part.
They was like, "Oh, I'm in."
Meryl Streep got him shut.
You gonna show a booty?
Yeah. So they, 75 million. Is that what it was?
Wow.
75 million. Yeah, that was it. The budget. Yeah.
I mean, imagine. Give me. What can we do with half of it?
Right.
Directed by Adam McKay. He's directed Step Brothers.
It's based on this book. It's based on this book that was written just in 2019 called Uninhabited Earth. And him and McKay, which is the producer, director, whatever he was, David Wallace Wells and him, and they really, it's supposed to be a metaphor. That comet is supposed to be a metaphor for the climate crisis and global warming and stuff like that. That's what it's supposed to be. You know how popular that is in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Imagine.
Wow.
Look, you know what though? Seriously, I think you can do it. You don't need a $75 million budget
to
get the people together because all you have to do is stop visualizing yourself in someone else's image. I think we wait for acceptance to do things of this nature, because when you hear Lakeith Stanfield, when you hear Idris Elba, when you hear Regina King speak about The Harder They Fall, they said it was magical on the set. And all we have to do as a community is start working together. Stop saying if and start saying when, or we are about to. Just like the movie we did last week. We did a movie last week, Uptown Saturday Night. Yep. 70 people in there. You talking about Flip Wilson. You talking about Richard Pryor. You talking about Sidney and Bill, and a whole host of other people, Harry Belafonte, and things of that nature. If all you have to do, because they had no option but to see themselves and get themselves the ability to make these moves. How did Harry Belafonte was probably play some production role in that, and things in that. Bill Cosby had a pile of money. Sidney had a little bit of money. All of them had a little, at that time, a pile of money, but they had enough money to finance these things, and then you move forward and do them. But what we do is concern ourselves with Hollywood, and we concern ourselves with the crossover money. Don't do it for the crossover money. It's like, I hate to say it, but when me and Ben were part of another organization, I remember the program director used to consistently contact me after my shows and say, "Hey man, you're gonna scare the white people away." Like, hey, it's 45 million black people here. If we get 1/2 of 1% of them to watch, we good. And they just say I gracefully bowed out of that situation. And it's not to knock them. They did things the way they needed to do them, and I'm gonna do it the way I'm gonna need to do it. But until we get to the point where we're comfortable being us, and allowing us to view us, we will have to deal with this though. And I know you know that. I'm just saying.
Well, see, here's the deal for me in terms of the money, right? I don't mind if one of your goals is to cross over dollar, fine, but in order to, so this budget was 75 million, and the movie was filmed between November of 2020 and February of 2021. So that means it took a 3 short months to film, right? One of the ways you can get that budget down real quick is reduce your salary, right? And you change the way your deal is structured, and you can sign a back end deal. You lower the upfront money and you increase the back end money, right? And that way you do it based on the success of the film. And early on, you may have to do that until you establish. You got to have revenue to do what it is you got to do, right? In order for us to have Black-owned studios and all that other kind of stuff, you got to have revenue to do it. But somebody got to take a hit, right? Somebody got to die so everybody else can live. So you got to take a hit, get a back end deal off of the Netflix money or the theater gate or DVD, whatever, however you making money on films nowadays. Take some money off the back end, because again, I need you to make money so you can contribute to these Black-owned studios.
Right, exactly. Jack did it in '88 with Batman.
Yeah, and this is a great fun fact. I didn't know Flip Wilson was a school teacher in Jersey City when Chief was in school. So that's great fun fact there. And I wanted to look it up, but the Harder They Fall budget was 90 million. So that's 15 million more than this, which I thought was interesting. I just wanted to point that out. All right, so Don't Look Up, the immediately right off the rip, they go right into what this movie's about. And they discovered it was a comet. And that was their initial thinking. Oh, it's a comet. And then they end up finding out that it was actually an asteroid headed directly towards Earth that was basically going to wipe out everything. So Leonardo DiCaprio, which was, I thought that dude was about to die before the whole thing hit. Jennifer Lawrence playing the young scientist or grad student, I guess, if you will. But I mean, it really kicked it off with, you kind of knew what this was going to be about, and and nobody really seemed to care. Which I was thinking immediately. I thought to myself, the person that came to the president and said, "There's this thing called COVID," he was like, "Don't worry about that." That's what I immediately thought. I want to know if y'all think the same thing. Dawk.
About the COVID, for sure. Yeah, no doubt about it. There are a lot of similarities in how that was handled, or we can imagine that was handled. So I think there was a direct parallel. They in there trying to talk about some serious shit, and they in there talking about other stuff. What we gonna do about this, and how does this do with the numbers, and when is the primaries coming up? How this gonna affect us politically, as opposed to how we gonna keep our country safe. And as you well know, there's some countries that's serious about the shit. You got tennis stars that's going to get deported because your application wasn't filled out right. We don't give a damn that you're here for the Australian Open. They don't care who you are. You're going to stay in this quarantine until we figure out your situation. You don't care how many millions of dollars at stake here. We trying to keep our numbers down over
here. Right. Exactly. Did y'all think the same thing? HRap, go to you.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Especially after when just come out about a year ago, when Homeboy was running for and I ain't getting him no props for saying his name.
45.
Negative 45 was running for re-election, and then he was forced to come clean with the information that he knew about it in January. So and then you definitely know that in some things in regards to the public, the general public, the government won't tell you the truth. They'll hide it as long as they can. And then when they can no longer hide it, then they bring it out as if they do exactly what she did. They brought it out as if it's breaking news, and here we are.
I got news for you firsthand. Sometimes the truth don't ever come out.
Exactly.
Firsthand. Again, you're talking to a veteran of foreign war, Desert Storm. I'm reading the papers back home. I'm listening to the news from back home while I'm over in Germany loading body bags. And they giving me the total death count for the entire operation is 11. Motherfucker, I done loaded 11 body bags a day. What the hell are you talking about? You know,
Right,
and like it firsthand.
Yeah, and Wilks, when we at work not talking about the show, he always says we really don't want to know. We really don't want to know what's going on. We don't want to know the truth.
100.
Do we really? Yeah.
Hey,
so
like Jack Nicholson said, and Jack Nicholson said, and Nicholson said, in A Few Good Men. You can't handle it too, baby. You need me on that wall.
Yeah.
So you can sleep at night. I got to do this dirty shit. Is what he's trying to say.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
It's clear. It's more than clear, especially the way white people view the world. They look at things through rose-colored glass, and I hate to put this the bulk of this on white America, but that's who they're targeting, because then people tend to follow suit, right?
Right.
Do you really want to know the government killed JFK? Do you really want to know that?
Right. Exactly.
You would rather think Jack Ruby and those guys, whoever the boogeyman in the back. You would rather say that. Do you really want to know that MLK was murdered by the government? You can suspect it, but you don't really want to know. Everybody like Italian sausage. You don't want to watch them make it.
Right. Exactly. Like, stop.
You don't want to watch what goes inside of that sausage.
Yeah, like, stop.
You don't want to know that.
Do you know where you're going to? Do you know your life is short?
Larry Gordy over here.
Tyrone Gordy. The long lost son that didn't make it.
Yeah, that's why they call it blissful ignorance, right? Ignorance is bliss. So
you don't want to have to carry the weight of the truth.
Yeah. How the hell you gonna sit at Applebee's and the government done kill somebody and eat your wonton tacos? That shit ain't gonna go down the same.
It's not happening.
It's like, go.
Yeah, how you gonna eat your Bourbon Street chicken and shrimp? Right. Hell, and Lee Harvey Oswald didn't have shit to do with this.
Yes.
Wilks, you want to add anything onto that?
I felt that parallel there. I mean, even when you go back to some of the video that they've played back of the president at that time, acknowledging, it's not a big deal. It's not going to be crazy. We've got things in place, and it's like, you don't have anything in place because you put it on the back burner. Then by March, we got to shut down. We got to quarantine. We got to do this, that. But I thought you said it wasn't that serious. So, it's one of those things where, this movie here definitely drew so many parallels. And then it just went into snowball effect. It was pulling everybody in. It's like the non-believers, the believers,
evangelicals.
It hit everybody. Don't listen to science. Science is wrong. It went everywhere.
Yeah. And Jonah Hill was hilarious in this, man.
Hilarious.
Especially at the beginning when he's all like, he ain't he just done snorted the line before he
pretty much.
Yeah. So Jonah Hill, and a lot of these actors had small roles. Like Meryl Streep had a kind of a limited role, a secondary role. Jonah Hill played a secondary role. Cate Blanchett played a secondary role.
Yeah. She was a smoke show though, like Jonah Hill called the smoke show of a president. And he like, shit, if she wasn't my mama.
Yeah.
But at 72, I don't care what kind of tricks they did with makeup and the camera and shit. For 72?
3 days over the baseball, Jack. No. My grandma cold, but she was older than my grandma.
I think you're struggling over there. I think your back-o-matic is pulling some of your bandwidth over there.
Shout out to Comcast.
Oh. The way you stalling.
Unplug that space heater. That's it.
You better tell Alfred to hit the breaker.
Man, take this shit off auto pay.
It's about to go up $10. You want to think about that.
So another thing too, on some initial thoughts on that movie, Idiocracy. Y'all remember that movie?
Yep.
Yes.
It also made me think of Idiocracy too. Especially with the name of the store, the restaurant toward the end, called Bojo Mambo Seafood, which was obviously a play on Bubba Gump Shrimp Company, whatever.
Yeah.
So that was hilarious. Same color scheme and everything.
Yeah.
So I saw Idiocracy a lot in this.
But it did make me think about when she said, "Oh, this is when's midterms," basically to determine if they were really about to take this serious or not.
Right.
And I know that conversation happens all the time. I don't care what president it is. Is this beneficial to me getting reelected?
How can I use this? Yeah.
How can I use this in my? Which later on she figured out. Oh, I messed this up. Yeah, this can help me now. And they're all like, "Wow, thank you for helping." And they're like, then they figure out like they're only helping because it's benefiting them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The disbelief was comical throughout this whole thing. It was just like.
Well, it was. I think also too. Like I said earlier, it's definitely a thing that we struggled with last year. The Dr. Fauci believe the science, the CDC don't believe the science. And that was all through this, It's like, it's just calculated science.
Same thing about global warming. Some folks don't know what to believe. Like this week, I promise you, Thursday in Dallas is supposed to get down to the teens.
Yeah.
And I promise you what they're gonna be saying. This global warming bullshit ain't for real. If it was because global warming is for real, that means we ain't gonna ever get down to the teens. That's it. They're gonna argue the hell out there.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah, it's definitely coming.
And they waiting to see what that grid gonna do. But
I need them to blow some of that.
Let's not talk about ERCOT. You want to get
you want to get everybody heated?
Wow.
You listen to this ERCOT?
Yeah.
I better be on it.
That's why all these suckers resigned right after the freeze last year. Let's get this last check. We out of here.
Yeah.
They know what they were doing.
Yeah.
So the Daily Rip, that whole scene or segment with Ariana Grande and Kid Cudi.
Wow. Yeah.
It was like we care more, and that's true. We care more about what we care. I'll tell you right now. I've seen more stuff about Rihanna today than I really wanted to see. Like, that's cool. She having a baby, but how many other things
about her more than they did when Beyonce was having another baby?
Okay. I'm gonna defend old girl though. She did give away $15 million.
Yeah, it's not her fault. I'm talking about the media.
Yeah,
it
ain't got nothing to do with her.
Yeah, she just took a picture.
I didn't know she was pregnant till you told me.
Mm-hmm.
I
hope it's mine and shit.
I forgot. I know it ain't mine.
But so you talk about that people would care more about that than some other main issues. Well, the quote in this movie said it all. One of the quotes early on that said, "I want to die peacefully in my sleep like my grandfather, not screaming in terror like his parents." That's everything you want to know. He didn't say he wanted things to change. He said, "I want to die peacefully in my sleep." That means don't tell me shit.
Right.
My grandparents knew the truth and they ass died screaming.
Don't wake me, I'm dreaming.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm dreaming.
Exactly.
No, but you know what the funny part, the really funny part about that scene with the two rappers.
Just that's what we gonna say.
Oh, she got
that's how we gonna say. Pop
off.
Peter pop off.
Yeah.
No, the funny part is when she was confessing that she was cheating. He thought he was the only one that had cheated. He was like, "Yeah, baby,
right."
And then she went, "Yeah, oh girl, I hit that too." And it ain't that power forward from the Nuggets. That was nothing either. He
was like, "Whoa, from the Nuggets." Hold on.
I felt like that was taking a shot at Khloe Kardashian and what's his name? Omar.
Tristan Thompson.
Lamar.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a mix of everything. It's like nothing was safe in this movie. Nothing was safe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I guarantee you, there's a lot that we missed, a lot of overt innuendos and whatnot, because it was subtly funny, you know. And it could easily be you chuckling about what they just said and miss something else.
Right.
Yeah. And then when they bring up Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence, and they're like, yeah, they want to tell us about this fun this fun thing they found.
Yeah,
they're like, hold on,
I think.
Yeah, that was like they know why we coming on here, right? It was like, oh yeah, they know. Just be fun and light. Be fun and light. Hey, make this fun. Like what? Yeah, DiCaprio's about to die up there, man. Like this ain't fun. I'm about to die over here. And
speaking of DiCaprio, this is a very different role for him. He doesn't normally play the nerd. Yeah. You know, I'm uncertain. I lack confidence. You know, etc. You know, he normally the Great Gatsby in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that kind of dude. You know. So I thought he did. I thought that's why DiCaprio is as talented as he is, man. He can do it all. That dude, he's solid, man.
Yeah. I felt like he was doing a little Steve Bannon in here too, a little bit. Maybe that was just me.
He was definitely doing Steve Bannon.
That's what I kind of picked.
Yeah, he even fought a bear in the movie, so he got versatility.
Yeah. Back blown out.
He fought him. Yes. Well, actually, he was in. The bear fought him.
I ain't even seen that movie. I'm just assuming.
Man, that bear beat the hell out of him.
Yeah,
man, he didn't like that bear.
Tore up his vocal cords, everything. Messed him up.
Yeah. But yeah, this was definitely a different role for him because normally, he's a suave guy.
Catch me as you can.
Yeah, like I'm the one leading it, and he was kind of the one that was
Wolf on Wall Street, baby.
Yeah, hey, that's a good movie right there.
And same thing with same thing with Tyler Perry. What was different about this role is he was very dense in this role, very shallow, you know, and that's not a character he's played before, you know, somebody shallow. I mean, toward the end, when they knew it was going to be the end, he's like, what you want to do? You know, you want to drink, have sex? What should we do? You know?
Yeah.
But he was super shallow the entire time.
And my theory on Tyler Perry is if it's not Medea related, it's going to be a good movie because the movies the movies he's just acted in, is good.
Yeah, I'm with you.
The ones that he's the main.
Can I get some examples?
In that dress.
I hadn't watched him in Alex Cross.
Hey,
okay, so everything is relative. He's saying better than the Medea stuff.
Okay.
I don't think he's going quite to the level of saying
I'm not saying Oscar worthy or nothing like that. I'm just saying
it's better than Medea.
Right here.
I just need him to wear a bag on his face. I'm good.
Wow.
You treat him like an old school Saints fan?
Yeah, no.
What about Rob Morgan as Dr. Teddy Oglethorpe, the Don Cheadle lookalike?
He look like Don Cheadle in the background.
He's been in other stuff too.
He's frequently mistaken for Don Cheadle. That's a known thing in the industry, you know.
Yeah,
that was a joke.
They all say they look alike.
Maybe that was a joke in itself.
And he's actually bald, so that weird toupee.
Yeah, he is. But I thought he did a pretty good job in his role.
That helmet that he had on.
He got that true story Wesley Snipes hair going on.
Right. Yeah, that's the truth.
They need to catch up with the dude who do Samuel Jackson hair, man.
Oh God, no.
These people with his hair, man.
Mm-hmm. So where I know Rob Morgan from is if y'all seen Just Mercy, that was a film with he was one of the guys that was in prison that Michael B. Jordan was trying to help.
Oh, you haven't seen Just Mercy, HRap? Oh, you got to. That's right. Oh, y'all both got to take that in.
That's good.
Oh, you got to take that in. Isn't that based on a true story, Ben?
Yeah. That guy actually still practices law now.
Yeah. You got to. Y'all got to take that in.
Is that based? There was a 60 Minutes segment, but is that the guy? Was he in Florida and he got out and he started to help people that were on opiates or like?
Is that
people that they couldn't get jobs because they had records?
This is Brian Stevenson, and he was a Harvard grad. And he went to Alabama to help a guy that was on. I think he was on death row, but he was innocent.
Yeah.
And then he started this. I think it's called the Innocence Project.
The Innocence Project. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I
heard of
good
it,
movie.
but I never watched it.
Yeah, it's worth and that, speaking of Michael B. Jordan, it's another, whenever we had talked about Michael B. Jordan a couple of months ago, a few months ago, or however long it had been, that's another aspect of his career that we probably didn't mention that day, is Just Mercy. That's got some more range to it, because that's a serious role.
Yeah, and we may have to add that on the list, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta run a list going.
Yeah, I hadn't watched that.
Yeah, the movie one we have to do. But
the
funny part is they just say we're just gonna make things light, and Jennifer Lawrence is like, this is not light. Like we're all about to die. Like she just went off. But you need somebody. I was trying to figure out who would you relate Jennifer Lawrence to, because
nobody.
It's nobody that's done that.
Yeah, and it's like if you want to equate it to the things that's going on in the pandemic, that's what it needed to happen. But the sad thing was exactly the way it played it out. Had someone done it, they would have been a meme. People want to laugh more than they want to realize what's going on.
Yeah. It may have been somebody behind the scenes that was, screaming and never made it to, the talk show circuits. But
I can't think of her name. Dawk. It is a woman who she did that and they fired her.
I believe it.
Are you talking about the lady that was wearing the scarf? I think she was on the team with Fauci, and I don't know if you're talking about that lady.
Oh, yeah.
The one when Trump was talking about bleach, and she was.
That's funny, man. That's funny.
No comment. Bring it on, Alfred. Bring me more, Alfred.
Wow.
Yeah.
What you had to do? Take you a bump right quick?
Yeah. My nose. I see me go down like this.
Take you a bump right quick.
Quick too, nothing in the stash. No, nothing.
Hey,
in the words of Uma Thurman and Pulp Fiction, I say, goddamn.
Right.
But
fantastic movie.
DiCaprio became Fauci throughout this movie. That's who I kind of correlated him to.
Because he went back and forth on whose side he was on necessarily.
Right. Yeah, exactly. He started liking the publicity he was getting. He was going on talk shows.
He was getting fame, notoriety, and he was getting a little boutique from Kate Blanchett's character.
All right, so everything, one thing I realized, but one thing that was obvious is that everything is optics in the U.S. That's it. Let's present it well. Let's not actually do anything. Let's just present it well. So we can have this random guy, this old guy, come on and try to go up into space. Like that was the dumbest thing. Yeah, he was going to go up and try to hit or something, right? He was going to try to hit the asteroid.
Well, he was trying to launch these thrusters to push it off course. But like I said, they were making fun of Apple, Google, all the tech.
I think it was more Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, yeah. I mean, he's that
the little short. Yeah, the little short guy. I was connecting to Bill Gates.
Oh, I mean, he probably so. I mean,
the way he talked,
they go after everybody.
Weird.
Yeah, no, they go after everybody.
Yeah, he sounded like Bill Gates, but he kind of had an Elon Musk kind of feel.
And he had a Tim Cook look from Apple. So I mean, they were going after everybody.
They're going after everybody.
Your cell phone can sense your emotions. I mean, come on, man. I mean, that's Google with the AI technology. Always trying to have that artificial intelligence. But yeah, they went out. I'm telling you, they went after everybody in this movie. They went after everybody.
And even with that thing, like what he told Leo's character, he was like, "Hey, we know who you are. We know what you can do." That was pretty much a edict to the people in the United States of America.
Absolutely.
Because when you like all those fight videos, don't be surprised that those fight videos come up on your Facebook feed or your YouTube feed, and you like all that foolishness. Like me, for whatever reason, I'm enamored with pit bulls and whales. And you go to my Instagram,
Free Willy.
Yeah. So my Instagram feed is if you go to my Instagram feed now, you see a bunch of pit bulls and animal fights.
Right, like they're always throwing recipes and barbecue at me. I'm like, this shit
that's
looks dry.
That's just like when you look up some Beats headphones, and the next thing for the next 6 weeks you're gonna see is Beats headphones.
Yeah,
don't even get me started. Somebody could say something, and the next thing you know, it's in your feed. I'm like, I didn't even look this up.
Just because I just said Beats headphones, it's gonna pop up tomorrow, or today, or whenever.
Oh, it's gonna pop up.
For some reason, I always get memes about side pieces all day, every day, and I don't even know why.
You don't know why. Me either. I don't know why either. The way you hang out with Jesus.
So the New York, I think that was New York Times, or maybe that was the
Herald. Oh, did you think they were making fun of?
I think maybe they were making fun of the New York Times or something.
Yeah,
but
they called it the Herald in this movie.
Yeah. But they're like, we didn't. We went to an expert with NASA,
or the New York Slimes, as your boy called them. What's his name?
I can't think of the name of the show. I just saw it the other week.
You didn't read the Constitution. And he called it the Washington Compost.
I look it up. Yeah, I can't think of his name now.
That bald head white guy.
I can't remember what he looked like. I just know he a radio show, talk show.
Yeah, he's here
one
now.
of those conservative talk shows.
Yeah,
Mark Levin. That's who it is.
Hey,
I was gonna call him Mark.
That's who it is. Mark Levin.
He's on. I think he's on. He's got a show on Fox. That dude is hilarious.
He
I just watch him because he's so.
It's on Sundays, isn't it, or something like
that? He's so old.
Yes, he's always up crazy. Like, oh gosh, this guy. It's Shock. It's Shock TV. It's Shock. Shock.
Yeah. But that time they were in there and they're like, we went to NASA, and they were like, this person was a well, I don't know what their profession was, but their profession wasn't
anesthesiologist.
Anesthesiologist, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, that don't even add up, and so that's when the whole disbelief thing started, and they all just kind of got drugged into it.
Yeah, he was definitely making fun of the last administration. Like the woman who was in charge of education, I think she was a fool person. She had made all that money. She was a multimillionaire. She might even been a billionaire. And she was in charge of education. She probably couldn't read her name if it was in boxcar size.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, when he says the smoke show of a president, and if she wasn't my mom, that was a definite hit on Trump. Yeah. That was a definite swing.
Yeah. And Jonah Hill was Trump Jr. or the other one.
Yeah.
Eric.
Yeah, the one who was smelling glue and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
He looked like he smelled glue. Excuse me, allegedly.
And one of the funniest lines in here is when the guy who played one of the generals came back with the snacks, and he goes, "Hey man, these things are $10 a piece over here."
Yeah.
And they paid him for the snacks and stuff like that. And later on, they found out they was free.
They charged you for the snacks
for free.
Yeah, it was like an epiphany. She was like, "Man, he
made $40 off of it."
They charged for the snacks. Jennifer Lawrence was hurt.
Yeah.
And they were waiting in the hallway for like 9 hours, and they were like, "Yeah, you're not able to do it tonight."
Yeah, we're not gonna be today.
Yeah, but it sounded like they was having a party behind the
it was a birthday party.
Yeah, because
they know why we here.
Right. We don't care about that. Yeah.
No, the crazy part is when he went homeboy walked in the room, and they was like, "What if we have to go to the bathroom?" He said, "Man, we're gonna throw you some Febreze and throw some paper.
Throw you some newspaper on the floor."
Yes.
Yeah, you talking about the time when they came and got Leo, and then he was like, "Yeah, you want to come?"
Is that taking a shot at supposedly the kids in the cages at the border? And I'm pretty sure it was.
There was a lot of.
I'm telling you, this movie.
I'm probably gonna have to watch it again just to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it a third time. See, I'm pretty sure that stuff missed. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. I ain't watching the shit no more.
I'm gonna have to watch it a third time. I'm gonna watch it one more time.
Hey, you pull that right out my head.
So you was trying to be kind to your boys and say, "All right, I'm gonna let y'all have that."
I was gonna let it ride. See, I'm tired of being HRap the contrary.
Hey, you know, it wasn't a horrible movie by any stretch of the imagination, but it ain't wort my time again.
Yeah, I ain't got 2 more hours for this.
It literally took me 3 days to watch this. Trust me.
Nah, I ain't got time.
Can you watch it in one city?
If I hit the Powerball tomorrow, I'm still not watching this.
Yeah,
I got time, Nick.
The pilot or the guy that they were gonna have go up in space and he was cussing at the kids. I was thinking about Dawk when he was coaching the kids.
Don Perlman. That's the guy from Sons of Anarchy. And then he also played in Hellraiser, I believe. Hellraiser.
Hellboy.
Yeah, Hellboy. Yeah. And then
Beauty and the Beast back in the day.
Huh?
Beauty and the Beast back in the 80s.
Yeah,
TV show.
Remember that.
Yeah. And another funny line was like all those fine white people and Indians of all kind.
Yeah,
he said
y'all got together.
He's like, why y'all come together?
He said also the gays, and they were like, okay, cut the mic off.
Right.
Yeah. Don't talk about the gays because they coming after you. I'm telling you, man.
And they kept saying, "Oh, he's from another generation," another time. Yeah. They kept using that as an excuse, That
was another Trump. That was another Trump dig right there.
And he was a gun activist at the end. They was trying to shoot the damn asteroid. Got an M60 trying to shoot the asteroid.
How stupid is that? And so initially, they had the mission that they were supposed to. They were gonna go. They were gonna. What was the plan?
They were gonna go redirect it. They were gonna send a rocket up there. They were gonna redirect it.
And them damn things started blowing up.
Yeah, that didn't work out at all.
Yeah, but then Elon Musk company,
right?
Said, wait a minute, my guys done scanned this shit. It's got some minerals in it that's worth $72 trillion or $320 trillion.
Let's go mine it.
Let's mine this shit. Yeah.
And so Leo wasn't on board at first. He was like, "That don't make no sense. We're gonna be dead."
Yeah.
Right. And then when he walked out that meeting, it was like they gave him some of that. They gave him some of that Kool-Aid. They probably gave him a stack.
Kool-Aid he gave him.
Yeah.
They gave him something in red.
Something else with a C. No, girl gave him some Kool-Aid.
Gucci.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but that doctor's voice, man, was so annoying, man. That's what the push that guy in the throat. Somebody put
he was
in the throat.
If you don't think that was Elon Musk, because that dude was weird.
That was that had to be, man.
Yeah,
that had to be the take on that.
It was like, so y'all studied this, right? It was like,
I lost like $1,200 messing with Elon Musk, and the hell was Saturday Night Live for letting his ass be on that, man.
Yeah, because it's stock tanked that time, didn't it?
Yeah, man. He opened his mouth about Dogecoin.
Yeah,
bastard.
Yeah.
I'm my fault. Let's get back to the show.
Nah, I got you.
I'm serious though, man.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't even watch that.
That's why as soon as I found out he was gonna be on there, sell, man.
I said I was killing it. Mother.
Golden, thank you for tuning in.
That's why I'm gonna buy a Hyundai electric car.
Instead of a Tesla.
Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden.
Yeah, so the president smoking, did y'all see that? The president smoking in front of the flammable.
Right.
It said flammable behind her. She was smoking.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but
she was smoking at the flammable sign.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like she couldn't wait. Like she needed that cigarette.
Is it okay to be pronounced flammable, right? Though I mean, I appreciate the
same thing, man.
Can we say
it's
flammable?
A black show.
Not say flammable.
Shout out to the gay people. Flammable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Another sponsor bites the dust.
Potential.
And I was trying to get lifting today too, man. I'm working hard on this, but it ain't happening. Good for you.
But she was dumb.
Better call Chick-fil-A.
No kidding.
Number one.
Open your books chapter 2. Yeah, they're
gonna be like, we like these guys.
Yeah, these guys are
great.
Back, go back to minute 49 at 32 seconds. We like these guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody send them some fried chicken. They probably like that.
Yeah, Kirby. This is a good comment here.
He said, "Can y'all imagine what Archie Bunker and Fred Sanford would have to deal with knowing them characters couldn't say what they wanted to say in this cancel culture?"
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh
gosh.
Yeah.
I want to say, but the funny thing is, Archie Bunker has mentioned stuff. That character has mentioned things like that in the show. In all of the
yeah, he's just saying what they would have to deal with if they were around today. Shit, Carol O'Connor ain't no telling what they do with that cat. Between Archie Bunker and between In the Heat of the Night, some of the crazy stuff he done said. And it looked like Ben is going to take another hit too.
As that bump was wearing off.
Have you noticed this cat is on every BS3 show, man, with this same thing right here?
So basically, I found out that this is spam. It's basically they want you to click on that to take them to some site. Okay. So I'm just gonna.
I just clicked on it. I hope I don't go nowhere.
Well, no, they want you to go to that link. They want you to type that link in and go to that website, basically. But I would even say this: The Office. If The Office was on TV now, that would have probably got canceled. No. Even though the show was hilarious.
He was.
And even Steve Carell said, like, if people were talking about, is it coming back or a reboot or are they going to do a movie? He's like,
we couldn't. Yeah. But think about it though. But what's surprising is that it gets endless play. It's obviously syndication and it's everywhere.
Right.
Watch it every day.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where once again we hear it all the time. I think it's one of those. Oh, that was just that era. That was just that time. So we don't want to bring that back.
Yeah, why bring the truth back?
It's one of those things, you know. It's like
reality isn't good enough anymore. You have to live this pretty lie.
Right.
Yeah. We're gonna keep living that pretty lie till that asteroid hit our ass.
Right. Yeah, they're not sending what's his name up there. Take care. This ain't asteroid.
They're not gonna send William Shatner up there to take care of this for us.
Yeah. I'll send Clint Eastwood up there to get it.
They send him up tonight
with his walker.
Yeah,
I'll trip him if I met him.
So I guess another kind of funny moment is when they were the doctor was not the doctor, but the guy that was the bash guy when everything went wrong, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and step out now."
Right. I'm out.
Once they realized it all was bad, they were like, "Look, ain't no point of staying here.
Ain't no need to stand."
Here's the interesting thing about that part, because supposedly there's these bunkers and there's these underground silos and things like that. But I mean, taking another shot at populating Mars and the moon. I'm like, you can't even get it right down here. You trying to go populate something else?
You have to go destroy something else?
Come on, man. And then, of course, I thought, it's one of those things where it's like exterminate the brutes. It's like, oh, well, you go conquer something else and try to take over and violently take it. And, it's like, nah, man, you're not the biggest one on the food chain. Not at that ending, not the way that ended.
Not the way that went.
But you saw, well, potentially it wasn't meant to be racist, but maybe, you know what? I'm not going to even say that anymore because that's how people get away with this madness, like Joe Rogan, your mama. It was kind of strange at the very end when everybody was old. Most of those people were older than me, and they were in these pods. Why would you have a bunch of old people?
Hold on, let me jump in there real quick. All those people were old white people.
Yeah, old white people. Then you had two black men.
Right. So you finally got what you kind of wanted. Because you know what's going to happen to the black people in that situation. You only had two black people. Everybody was white.
And those black people was probably Ben Carson
be Curtis for long.
Clarence Thomas.
Right. You already know what that situation was. Yeah, no. It's once again thinking you can just go conquer and take over everything.
Most definitely.
No, it's not. And that's why I said when I saw that it was like exterminate the brutes for me all over again. Because I'm like, here you go, populating another planet and its inhabitants, and You just think, oh, that's a cute water buffalo in the middle of the street. And you're going to trample your ass.
Right. It's like, what are you?
Like, what are you doing? Stop, man. You can't that's not how that works.
Yeah.
You forgot. You lost that dominion in the garden. You don't have dominion over the wilds like that. Let's go. That's over with. Stop. Oh, let's feed the chimpanzees. Oh, wait a minute. He's got my ear.
Oh, wait, he's got my scalp in his hand.
Right. Just like, stop, man. Jeez.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff during that time. You put that comment back up. Yeah, definitely would be canceled after one season.
Absolutely.
That's
like with what's the name of the movie? Oh, TV show that y'all didn't like. It's an excellent show. Lovecraft Country.
I need to finish that. Damn it!
I just haven't seen it.
It's good. I gotta finish it.
If you see the outline for season 2, you'll see why they canceled it. It was, what they call it now, CRT. What?
Yeah, you were talking about it's the map.
The map. But this is her second show being canceled at its peak of popularity. WGN canceled her show.
Yeah, they canceled it because they don't want you to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah,
that's why, unfortunately, with the Watchmen, Regina King was amazing. But when you bring the first time I had seen the Tulsa Massacre put on display through HBO like that on the Watchmen, you already know that's going to make some people uncomfortable. Hell, just like with Winter Soldier and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, there was an episode where they went back to talk to the first Captain America, which was black. I saw comments on social media. They were like, "Oh, I turned it off after that." Of course, you're a white person saying that.
Yeah, but they don't realize that's the way it is in the comic.
Yeah, I'm like, of course. And then there was a cop scene. The cops pull him over. Like, it's like, oh no, it's Marvel being political. No, it's not being political. This is what we live in. Like, this is real.
This is every day.
Like, come on, but you listening to the hip hop music that talk about it, but you brush over that and keep bobbing your head. Okay.
Yeah, because it's a sexy beat to that.
Right. Like, let's stop, man.
But yeah, man, I mean, it's sad. But I mean, that's the one thing that I really appreciate about Stan Lee. I mean, this is off topic, but that's one thing I really appreciated about Stan Lee. He openly said these were
they were
based on black people, and then when you read the comic and you see the original Captain America was black, and then you realize this is the Tuskegee experiment that he's touching on. He just used a different medium.
Just like with Charles Xavier and Magneto, they're based on Malcolm X and Martin King. Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
And Stan Lee was not afraid to say it, not afraid to do it.
Right. Hell, there's a Black Panther comic book right now where he's fighting the KKK.
Literally.
Wow.
He's literally fighting the KKK.
It was put out in 1966.
Right. And they had the KKK on the front of the cover and Black Panthers, and he's fighting them on the cover.
Shout out to my cousin Craig. He used to give me that. He used to give me that Black Panther magazine. I thought it was just a dark Spider-Man at the time. I was like 6.
Yeah. So it's like, what I will say this about Marvel, and I know we're kind of getting off the trailer a little bit, but I will say Marvel.
Yeah, that's what we do.
That's what we do. Yeah.
They definitely try to represent what Black America, Black communities in their books, in their comics. I mean, their characters throughout, whether it be a Black female taking over as Iron Man, whether it be a mixed Spider-Man, half Black, half Puerto Rican, whatever. But that representation is there. I mean, hell, look at the X-Men. Fighting against racism. They're mutants fighting against humans because you're different from me.
Right, exactly.
It's if you can't see the parallel there between
you don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. Yeah.
The X-Men was established on pretty much your blatant racism. The X-Men are black. They have mutant powers. The humans are racist against you because you're different. You fear them because you don't understand them. Hell, they had parents turning on their own kids or they adopted them and didn't know they were a mutant. So yeah, Marvel does that representation, and it makes people uncomfortable. But that's good. You should, because that's what it's established on. And I don't think Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, I don't think they ever shied away from that.
Yeah, they most definitely embraced it. Luke Cage, Power, aka
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, gosh. Yeah, absolutely.
They had several different characters that had represented Black people well.
Yes,
and like you said, you mentioned a few minutes ago, the original Captain America. When you read the comics, he's just this older cat now who never leaves his house in Manhattan, and he's always just looking out the window at the world. And it's just Black people looking at the world from above, like.
And it's just amazing. It's just amazing to me, like how that just makes people uncomfortable. It's like, why are you so uncomfortable with that?
Yeah, why are you uncomfortable with the truth?
Yeah, but when you come up with a concept, a fictitious concept about supremacy, and everything about your supremacy is based on a lie, you will be uncomfortable. Because then you not only are you a brute, you're a liar.
Hell, people
to be a bully.
Yeah. I mean, people losing their mind. Yeah, they're losing their minds at the thought of Idris Elba being the next James Bond, a Black James Bond. Oh my God, no, we can't have that. What do you mean? Why not?
Yeah, you done had a Black president. Hell, you had a Black James Bond.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't want a Black James Bond. Next thing you know, they be trying to have Black John Shaft. I'm be real.
White John Shaft.
White John Shaft.
Hey, that would be Pootie Tang level right there. That shit would be. I want to see that. I'm begging them to do that. Please do that.
They put Jason Bateman.
I want it to be Steve Carell or somebody like that.
Yeah, really.
Marty Bird.
Let's make it funny. Marty
Let
Bird.
them have James Bond, man. We gonna hold his shaft down over here, man. Next thing you know, 3 the hard way, 3 white dudes whooping everybody. No,
I love it.
All right, it's about that time in the show. Well, that we all love best.
Oh yeah.
Beauty of the week.
And shout out to my son, Chico Ivan Dawkins Jr. at Golden Eye Creations and Gold Street Management for doing a large percentage of the music on BS3 Network, including the Fourcast theme and including that segment theme. He bring it.
Another banger.
He bringing it. So it is time for our beauty of the week. And first, there's a couple of honorable mentions that we got to throw out there. One is this 72-year-old smoke show of a president, Meryl Streep. I tried to find the booty pic, but with the dimples and shit all over it, but I couldn't find that. Look at Ben. He gonna get in trouble. Do that again. Hey, the forecast is gonna be off the air for about 3 weeks there if you keep it up.
Hey, if you watch that movie and you see that booty, you want to do the same thing.
Yeah, so that's our honorable mention. And like I said, toward the end, if you don't want to do nothing else on this movie,
just fast
watch
forward
the last 10 minutes or so. And I think I'm with Ben though. I think that would really her booty. I don't think that was nobody else's booty.
Boy, this is what our booty look like. This is what our booty look like in real life.
Wow.
No, it'll be more like this.
So that was our first honorable mention. Our second honorable mention, Kate Blanchett at 52 years old, who played Bree Evante.
Let me tell you.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you why I like her, because she was so slutty and so dense in this movie, and she didn't care nothing about nothing but just getting busy. So she gets an honorable mention. But our beauty of the week goes to an individual who, when she started out, she listened to the damn Wu-Tang Clan. Opening scene of the movie.
You already know what it is.
It got real. The first thing she did is reach for her bowl and said, I need to smoke. So she's smoking that good herb. I got to give now, unfortunately, they didn't make her look very good in this picture.
Oh, yes, they did.
In this particular movie. So I'm going to let you know what she looked like to me when she listening to Wu-Tang Clan and smoking that good herb. J-Lo. That's the one I want to picture. Now, I typically don't do white girls. Okay, I typically don't do white girls, but they didn't give me a lot of shit to choose from in this one.
No.
But when she listening to Wu-Tang Clan and smoking that good herb, holla at me.
Now this I like this one because they give it. She looks more double penetration on this one.
Oh my God!
No.
Not that one. I'm out. Play the end rap. Play the end show, man.
Time out, coach.
Hey, look, I'm gonna give you one on that one. That's usually an HRap line.
Appreciate it.
Bam!
Yeah, I'm gonna look at this one more time. They didn't make her look like this in the movie.
No, that don't scream double pin, man.
But mentally, though, we know what she looks like.
Yeah, man.
We know.
Yeah, man. Ben saw me loading photos for this, and he automatically hollering and going on. Like, come on, man. I'm like, man, just be quiet. You don't know what I'm doing with this.
I thought it was
y'all
cake.
think that was Meryl Streep booty with the tramp stamp.
Oh, yeah. That's Meryl Streep booty.
I don't know.
That's Meryl Streep booty, man.
I'm right now, man.
I'm gonna do a tweet at what's the director name? Adam McKay. I'm gonna ask him.
Was that Meryl Streep?
Was that Meryl Streep?
Boy, y'all know that lady booty look like chewed up bubble gum.
But you know that went from the side, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I didn't see the one from the
didn't
side.
look like that in 1950.
I'm talking about the one that had as many dimples as a golf ball have in it. That's the one. That's the booty I'm seeing. And
ain't
that's
nothing wrong with dimples, man. Ain't nothing wrong with dimples.
But I'm telling you like
that
this.
lady booty, man.
Hey,
it's not from the side.
I'm gonna tell you like this,
man. That lady, that man, come on.
Meryl Streep got me want to jump off with her ever since Bridges of Madison County. Anyway, where she was a housewife freak in the thing when her husband was out now. So yeah,
Clint Eastwood had to come through.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's like, come on, man. See, y'all looking at these new white girls.
Some of that dirty hair.
Booty injections. That's a white lady from when white women used to look like toothpicks.
But she got all this money. I mean, man, you looking at me and telling me if you had to guess how many she do not look like no 72-year-old white lady.
That lady old enough to see silent movies, black and white movies, all the way up to HD. She ain't got no booty like that.
Golden.
Nah, man. I got a conspiracy theory about white booties. I tell y'all at the end of the show.
We done said double. Hey, double penetration has been said on this show. You got to hold on to anything.
Hey,
this too much. This too much.
Next Jennifer Lawrence. I need.
Next week's show, white booties. Make sure
man, ain't no white booties like that. See them white booties today is fake booties, so ain't no man. Hey man, them dimples is all right with me. I ain't got no problem.
Oh, yeah, I ain't got no problem with it.
Scratch
I'm
problem with that.
Yeah.
But
I don't mind little fupas. I don't want no big fupas, but I don't mind that.
we done started, finished. We
ain't nothing wrong with a little hell damage.
You, man. I'm 50.
I'm just saying.
Hey, that's the line. That's the line of the night right there.
Wow.
Hey, that's the line of the night.
Cool.
Hashtag double penetration. Put that in the comments.
Put that on the t-shirt.
That's the Jennifer Lawrence right there, man. That's what they. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You think she on that roof smoking doobies? Man, no, man. That ain't double penetration right there, man.
Yeah.
That's black.com right there, man.
Yeah, well, she was an American Hustle.
How you know that wasn't that lady booty? Because I'm an upper booty kind of guy, right?
What?
I looked at the
upper booty.
Yeah, what the
booty kind of guy? Testicles. The testicles.
So when she turned to the side, my eyes immediately went up.
Right.
And them things was sitting out there like
they were like Pamela Anderson.
That lady was Nah, man.
Now, you talking about when she got ate by the
that side.
I mean,
like Pamela Anderson.
She turned to the side.
I was looking at her head getting eaten.
That was nice. You and I are good, wholesome Christian men. So I wasn't looking at those side views.
If you gonna
trying to get those side boobs, I was looking at what's her head.
She out here showing cheeks, man. Come on,
hey man, like old boy in Orange is New Black. It's side boob Tuesday.
Double cheeked up women.
My eyes immediately evert up. I mean, if they. Hey man, I'm 50.
You talking about you an upper booty kind of guy? and you got to have. I'm telling you right now, do not the itty bitty titty committee. I'm with y'all. Shit, it's a room in this world. There is room in this world for y'all. If HRap don't want you, holler at your boy.
Hey, man. Everybody can have a match all out here. I'm just saying, that's what I like. So I'm going now. And when I looked up and I saw down.
What you say,
like, wow. Everybody can't have a matching set.
Right. He turned to the side. I say, man, that don't match. She got an 84 Cutlass on a 96 Benz. No.
With this Nino Brown dimples check.
Wow. See? That's what I'm saying. See? Man, yeah. I bet you. Y'all don't want to see it, but I bet you if I got off that plane, my booty look way better than Meryl Streep booty. I'll tell you that.
Somehow.
I don't know that. I don't need to know that.
Come on, man. That lady. Yeah, come on, man.
Tonight's episode is sponsored by.
Y'all seen that old lady in Something About Mary? That's what that white look. That's what Meryl Streep look like right now.
No, that wasn't her, was it?
No, I'm saying that's what she looked like.
Nah, she look a little bit better than that. That lady look like
Meryl Streep body look like neck.
That lady looked like dust. Wow. Okay, white dust, flour basically.
Oh wow! There you go.
Pause.
Put Big L noise on. He right.
Man, hold it.
You right, Big L.
You know how I know that was Meryl Streep booty? Because I saw Meryl Streep booty in Fatal Attraction.
But that's
30 years ago.
Oh, no, that's
a lot of fried chicken.
She got older.
She ate a lot of fried chicken since then.
She ate a lot of Mickey D's.
That's the other crazy lady.
That's right. That wasn't Meryl Streep. No way. That was
oh God, I can't think of her name.
Glenn Close.
Glenn Close.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
That was Glenn Close, man.
He said same thing. No, it ain't same thing.
All right.
Meryl Streep was born in the 40s.
Man, put up a young picture of Meryl Streep, man.
Yeah, put up a young picture of Meryl Streep.
I mean, I saw one, but it ain't.
You can't ain't full.
I used to have a 6-pack.
Just put Meryl Streep young, man.
Talk amongst yourself.
Because Meryl Streep, she can get it.
Look at that. I used to have a 6-pack.
Meryl Streep can get it. Like you ain't got Meryl Streep kind of money to keep you looking like that.
$100 million, but
she can have a personal chef, man.
Picture of Meryl Streep.
She can get a masseuse massaging her like 3-4 times a day.
Meryl Streep was looking real nice, man.
Hold on, y'all. I got the perfect picture.
Hit the
Meryl Streep had a fried chicken IV. Her booty wouldn't look like that.
Man, she can have a masseuse massaging her 3 times a day in specific areas to come out and looking however she want to look.
Okay,
pretty much.
Yeah, maybe Kirby. Kirby say she paid for some booty like a lot of other ladies. Hey, maybe so.
Kirby is infatuated with white women.
Yeah, I ain't got no problem.
Every time I talk to him, he telling me about some new white lady.
Yeah, and like I said, white ain't normally my flavor. I'm not a plain vanilla kind of guy. When I want ice cream, I want some butter pecan at least. You know, some black walnut. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Let's see.
Some Rocket Road
in the office packing. Hey, you wrote it, man.
Hey, here you go, right here. Bam.
Ow! And you want me to believe?
And she looking back at it.
It's got some roundness to it.
She looking back at it.
It's got some roundness to it.
That's the best picture you can come up with, man.
It's got some roundness.
That does not support our argument. You just made a HRap case for him, man.
Put up Ocho Cinco so I can say child, please.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And then you got to put up Kate Blanchett from Thor. Man.
I ain't even a booty dude, but she got booty dude. My stomach look better than her booty.
Not big.
Hold on.
Give me a young Meryl Streep.
I'm all about the junk in the trunk.
Black and white picture of Meryl Streep.
Here's an article right here.
Yeah, that one. I saw that one. Wilks, you right?
72 stunned fans in nude scene. Leonardo DiCaprio tried to ban from the film. That is her booty.
He tried to ban it.
He tried to ban it from the film.
What's up with him?
Because he knew that wasn't her booty.
He's a prude.
He's tripping, man.
She's a prude too.
And I just thought about something.
With no T, R-U-N-E.
And here's the funny thing about this movie. I just thought about. He's an environmentalist. Like he's into,
That's why he ain't want no silicone on the screen.
I just forgot about that. That was it when he's in this movie.
It says amid all the chaos of the movie, Meryl, who plays President Jane Orlean, appears totally naked, all except for the prominent tattoo on her lower back.
See there?
Director
everything else real.
Adam McKay
says everything else was real.
I know that was real. I can guarantee you that was really somebody booty, not named
Hold on. And it says, who had a problem with it? Leo. Leo sees Meryl as film royalty. So she did it.
Well, she played his mom in what? Gilbert Grape. What was that movie they were in?
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Yeah, I think she played the mom in that back in '96. That was his mom, and then so it's probably why he's like, "Oh,
okay, Leo, man, you tripping now, man. That's what makes it great when film royalty will do something like that. I agree. She is film royalty, but when she would do something like that, that's what makes it even better.
The roles this Leo done did, and he talking about he don't want to see her booty. Like the roles that Leo is,
because he know what her booty looked like. He walked past her trailer one day and saw. Oh,
I thought y'all logged off. No, we still here.
No, we still here.
We probably should have.
Okay, let's move on. We're gonna move
on.
All right. So the ending, I thought they were gonna somehow miraculously come up with a way to eliminate this asteroid, and obviously that didn't happen, and they all died. So did y'all think the ending was gonna be different?
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought they was gonna figure it out, but something was gonna happen where they was gonna survive, or
I thought it was gonna be the typical, the world is left in ruins.
Hold on.
Come through golden. Come through.
Yes, the black wine. Hey, that's all Mama eat.
That's all you need.
And the Baskin Robbins 31 flavors version of black walnut is much better than Bluebell.
Oh, Bluebell be tiptoe.
But yeah, I'm with Ben. He had to take another bump real quick, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate that. But yeah, I'm with Ben. I thought they was gonna somehow come out, of this thing. Did y'all watch everything after the credits?
Yeah, I did.
Did y'all stick around? Okay.
Yeah, the stuff floating around.
While you got a clear camera, you say something.
I'm good.
What did you think about the ending, man? Did you think it was gonna go down like that?
I thought that there were going to be like some people surviving it. They were going to try to put the Earth, but the typical Fallout shit. People. I didn't know it was going to.
Technically, it did, right? Because Meryl Streep and them technically survived by going to those pods.
Right.
It wasn't Earth; it was another planet.
Yeah.
And but I thought that was funny too. They talked about how white folks was trying to, they be on some wild animal. Y'all don't know shit about these wild animals,
right?
And you talking about how cute they is.
Oh, look how cute he is.
Then they on the news talking about the lion ate my arm. Yeah, because he thought you was
I wonder why. Yeah,
you big dummy.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. The stop
even
sign.
I'm
like, damn, it blew the sky.
Even though I'm gonna get me a baby liger though.
Hey, side note: Tiger King was about to get out, but he didn't.
No, they weren't going to let him out. His only chance was Donald Trump pardoning him, and when that didn't happen,
they had the limo parked outside and everything. It didn't even happen.
This is a good comment by Raider Kev. I think the ending was appropriate. It shows the consequences for not listening and not doing the right things. So they clearly didn't listen. They had multiple opportunities, and they went the money route instead of the other route.
Right.
HRap.
Trying to take care of the home they got.
I like the ending, especially when old girl got A for playing with the animals. It reminded me of this YouTube video.
How did she get A is the question. Nothing.
Don't just keep moving. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know why we surprised, because obviously he's on these Moscow Mules tonight. So that explains a lot. I didn't notice that until then.
It's good. Continue, please.
Oh no, but it was dope the way it ended, and like you said, it was that was rated Kev. Like you said, it's just a perfect example of greed being the end of the world.
Right. Yeah.
Greed is definitely going to be the end of the world.
And money's going to pay your way out of a situation.
Right. Money solves everything.
But if when you and Wilks watch it again, look at the top of the screen. Look at the top of the screen, and you will see some black people running towards them behind the animals.
See, I didn't see that. I
catch all the race.
I didn't see any of that. I just saw a bunch of birds.
Top of the screen, like it's like a Jurassic Park. I got a special place.
I just saw the birds. I thought
more birds.
Hold on,
see
I'm
the
about
birds.
to turn that.
See the spaceship. And at the top of the screen, it's black people walking towards them.
Man, I'm finna do it right now. Hang on.
For real, I'm about to too.
Hey man, don't doubt the rap.
Hold on, so you saying at the end?
I saw some more of them dinosaur things coming out.
Yeah, see, I thought it was more birds. That's what I thought.
Said they black. They might not be, but in my mind, they black.
Oh, okay.
And they walk as people.
I'm gonna waste your time looking at this.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at it right now.
Hey, Dawk.
Hold on.
I need some of that J. Prince wine if I'm right.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not doubting you. They are. So they need to get you this.
I just need to see it. So
but I still need y'all to send me some J. Prince and wine.
Why? So we can only get it here? I ain't never heard of it.
J. Prince got a wine. Well, because that creep Joe from Houston don't know. He only going out to get that wacky tobacco. I've been asking him to send it to me for a year.
So you saying at the end? You saying at the end before
the spaceship? When they out, they unload from the pods. It's birds right here, like it's birds where Dawk at. It's the bird that ate the girl at Wilks, and it's people walking towards them after the birds. I want an apology too.
But you know what?
Yeah, hey, Raider Cam, like he ain't saying shit.
Are you sure
like he ain't saying shit?
Are you sure that's not the people from the other pod that landed?
Hey man, it's some people coming. I don't know how they got there. There's some people coming.
I just saw it.
Yeah. Did you see it, Wilks?
I just saw it. It just looks like the other people from the pod.
I mean, in my mind, they black. In my mind,
I did see other people in the background, but yeah.
What's that creep from jail say? Oh, they care with the wine.
Yeah.
Man, I must have cut that stuff off because I didn't see Jonah Hill at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, when he was still
sitting in Jonah Hill was the last dude on earth.
Yeah, he was trying to. Yeah, he was still trying to post. He was trying to get followers. He's like, "Hey, I'm the last man on earth. I'm the last man on earth to follow me."
Quick, because I didn't see none of this shit.
Oh, I didn't see that. Jonah Hill was at the end after the dinosaur ate the.
Yeah, that's why I asked y'all to the credit.
No,
I didn't watch all of it.
He said, yeah, make sure you subscribe and like.
He talking about, hey, I'm the last man on earth. He went live. Talking about, I'm the last man on earth. Make sure you follow me. You know, how they going to follow you if you're the last man on earth?
Holding his mom's purse.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still holding his mama's purse.
He was holding on to that purse a little bit too
I cut
much.
that stuff off quick.
Hey, Ben, Ben Wilks, can I get a my bad HRap?
Yeah, my bad, HRap. My bad. My bad, B. My bad.
I'm sorry, Charlie Murphy. That's all you got to say, man.
Charlie Murphy.
Yeah, I must have cut it off real quick because I didn't see that.
See, it was some people. I don't know where they was coming from. I said, they black. In my mind, they was black. I said, that's black. That's where the brothers come
from.
Well, I really hope that the Bash guy would have got eaten. That's what I hope. That dude needed to die. Well, they didn't show it
again.
Oh, you know what's? I mean, come on, Ben. You need them to. Need them to go all the way with it.
Yes,
you know what's finna
I was
happen.
done with him.
Shit, as soon as that with 8 Meryl Streep, all of them come out. You knew. Oh, they finna get their ass ate too. You think they just gonna sit there and be friends with him?
Hey, except the black dude because he's fast.
Yeah, because the black dude got out the screen because he was brothers over there and he ran around the back.
Oh god. Oh man! So what we doing next week?
I want some black people in the back, man. I don't want to make them black. That's the way my mind works.
Right,
hey, Wilks, didn't they look a little darker than the rest of the people?
They did. They did look a little tan. They did.
I'm telling you, it's black people take over the next
And
Earth.
see, I didn't catch that until he mentioned it. I just thought it was more birds. But then when I looked at it again, they did look a little tan. But I'm like, well, maybe they put the black people in other pods. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what they did. And them birds ate them white people. We took over the new Earth.
Yeah.
And we all got tattoos like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is landing. They're all coming out of the chambers, and it's after that part.
Yeah, they coming out of the thing.
Yeah,
Wall Street get 8.
Yep. And then they kind of like
brothers start running that way. Like, let me help these crazy white people.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's just the way I saw it. I mean, it might not be that way, but that's the way I saw it.
Yeah, I must have been in a hurry to cut it off because I didn't catch that at first.
Only reason I ain't cut it off, Wilks, because I hit the button right to see how much time is left, and it was like 15 minutes. I was like, oh, some more stuff.
Oh, see, I didn't think okay.
And I fast forward through the credits, and it was that.
So that's what I'm saying. That movie didn't need to be 2 hours, man.
Yeah, the movie. Spike Lee definitely had a role in that movie.
Oh, I do see it now. I do
See them black people coming, right?
They look like shadows, but yeah, I do see it.
See, dog. That's all I count. All it counts is they dog.
It looked like the computer generated some people and put them right there.
Yeah.
Hey, long as they brown.
All right. Any final thoughts? Yeah, I'm gonna get straight to the rating.
Get right to the rating.
No,
Yeah, we ain't got nothing else to say.
3.5 mics, man. I'm done.
What
What you say, HRap?
What Wilks said? I'm gonna give it a straight 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where I'm
That's
at.
cool.
3 mics. I'm right at 3 mics too. You know,
I'm giving it.
I thought it was subtly funny. I like a, dry humor. So they weren't just kind of being right in your face with it. They were just they were doing like Wilks just did with that comment he made and put his drink up to it. They was doing that the whole film.
Yeah.
Meryl Streep wore that red suit instead of red tie.
Yeah.
All right. And further review, yeah, that wasn't Meryl Streep's, but after further review, flag on the
That's what I was thinking it could have been because that side shot, she looked like
wasn't
Pamela
her.
Anderson from the
She
90s.
looked extreme. She looked way too young, and that hair looked way too young. That one. But anyway, I actually, I'm gonna give it a 4. I thought it was cleverly done. So I'm gonna give it a 4. I think it was getting to see all the different the acting, the different actors and the different roles, and definitely it wasn't higher than that. But I would give it a 4 because I thought it was actually pretty solid. So
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
Anybody else that watched it?
I guess Meryl Streep booty got him.
I guess so. After further review, that wasn't heard of. But anybody, give us a rating. How'd you 1 to 5 mics next week?
We're probably the only people that watched it then.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
The viewership went way down today.
That's okay. All right. Went down like Meryl Streep's cheeks. All right.
Went down like the dimples.
Yep. Hell damage.
I like
I don't
that.
want to see white movies.
Yeah. This is our first white movie.
All right, so
Maybe our last at this rate.
yeah, probably. What's on the list? What we got on the list?
Oh, let's see. We got Just Mercy now. We got Penitentiary, Body and Soul, Stir Crazy, Trading Places, Buck and the Preacher.
Oh, I thought we were gonna do Trading Places. I thought that was the next one.
But that's at the end of the month.
The Arthur Ashe, was that a documentary?
It was.
Yes, it was. I think I don't know if it's out yet, but we were going to do it.
We had that.
What's this Janet Jackson documentary running around?
Yeah, I saw that this weekend everywhere.
I think that's a 4-parter or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And we also, hold on, give me just a second. Y'all talk amongst yourselves because the HRap had a pretty good suggestion too. So hold on a second.
So this Arthur Ashe, they're saying 2022, but I don't know if it's
out yet. I don't think it's streaming on anything yet.
It's a CNN Films and HBO Max.
No. This is it got to be an HBO Max thing because I heard an interview with those two guys. It's Citizen Ash, if I'm not mistaken.
That's it. You're right. Yep, Citizen Ash. If that's out, I would love to do that.
I have to say, growing up, that's probably my first image of what tennis was, because I didn't know the sport prior to that, and seeing a black man playing tennis like that was I think that was my first image of Arthur Ashe, is what kind of made me interested in him as a person. But I know there's others before him, but I guess as a kid, it's like, oh wow, black man playing tennis, like
It's an interesting twist to that they mentioned in that interview. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, but it's an interesting twist that none of us ever heard of. Well, some of us may have, but it ain't a popular sentiment.
I have to say, probably I have not heard it.
So it's out. Citizen Ash is out. You do have to pay on Amazon. It's $6.99. It's on different platforms. Apple.
Is it on Apple TV? I can watch it on Apple TV.
If it's on Apple TV, it's free for me.
It is.
I can watch it on Apple TV if it's on Apple TV.
It is on Apple TV. Now I don't know.
I don't mind. I mean, if I got to pay for it on Amazon Prime, I'm fine.
Yeah, so look like it's out. Citizen Ash.
Shout out to Will Smith, because the Golden Globes were held in private, but he got a Golden Globe for King Richard.
King Richard.
Who did?
Will Smith.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wilbert Smith.
Yeah.
Comment from Raider Kev. I like the fact that they showed how people really are. Nobody takes things seriously anymore. Politics is a joke, and there are consequences to all these issues.
Oh yeah.
I agree with you. I gave it a 4 marker too. All right, so yeah, I think we do that. I think that'd be
Citizen
great.
Ash.
Citizen Ash.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
Now the last Monday of February, let's do the 1-year anniversary award show, because I'm gonna start posting, for people to vote.
The last what?
Last Monday of February, so the 28th.
Okay, so we still got a while. Okay.
We got a while, yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, what's coming up tomorrow on Queen 3 and King?
Tomorrow on Queen 3 and King, what are we talking about? Shoot, I done forgot, man. It's gonna be something good. Shit. Matter of fact, you got the promo video for the Friday night comedy special at your disposal?
I can get it.
Yeah, get that right quick while I that's tomorrow though. I don't know, but a couple of topics we got coming up is why won't she text first, or why won't he text first? I
thought it was one got to go tomorrow.
That's right. That's exactly right. One got to go tomorrow. Then after that, it's why won't he text first, and then Sucker for Love. So a couple of little dating kind of twist shows. But yeah, tomorrow one got to go. So we done already saw it. Like one of the examples is we got the leg, the thigh, the wing, and the breast. One got to go, and we discussing it. And I think that's shit. Yeah, you crazy as hell. The thigh gotta go.
I ain't never getting.
Ain't no place in this world for the thigh. Hell, you can walk down the street, drive down the street, fly, and you can eat a leg, but shit, that thigh is trouble. See, look at it.
Don't bite it wrong, because you gonna hit that bone.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll talk about some of that. We'll talk about some comedians. We'll talk about some musical artists. We'll talk about some movies, so it'll be pretty interesting, but we'll get rid of a couple. And I'm sure the baby queen is scheduled to be back tomorrow, so she'll have The Streets Are Talking. So I'm sure we'll talk about something, maybe Rihanna or somebody tomorrow. So it'll be a good show. All
right, definitely. All right, HRap, what's coming up tomorrow?
Just a brief preview. I'm not gonna get long-winded like I always do. Talk about conviction and sentencing.
All right, thank you, sir. All right.
Wow.
Conviction. Goddamn. Conviction and sentencing review board. So like I'm starting a segment each week on civics and how we can engage in civics. You know, we got this prison population thing is out of control, and seeing how 70% of the prison population comes from our community, we need to start looking at sentencing review boards and conviction review boards. Because the conviction is, ironically, y'all brought up the Innocence Project.
Yeah, and that's why if you're going to talk about that tomorrow, I don't know what kind of time you got tomorrow, but you may need to take in Just Mercy before your show tomorrow. Then. Okay. You may get some new information out of that. Seriously.
Okay, cool. That's not a problem. Yeah, but I just want to cover that. You know, I'm gonna check that out then, dog. And it's just we need to. These are some of the things that we need to start asking politicians for: sentencing review boards, conviction review boards, because some people getting convictions.
That's good, man.
Yeah. That's good. Conviction rate high.
And real quick, HRap, I'll see if I can find that guy that was on 60 Minutes. I don't know if it was in 2020 or 2019, but this guy had went to prison, and he was just talking about how there was just a lack of help to get people back into the working world. And I'll try to find that guy's name.
I'll tell you what it is. I know exactly. Well, I don't know the guy, but I'll tell you what it is. It's crime and punishment, not crime and rehabilitation. It's no longer crime and rehabilitation.
Right.
I'm working on this cat to come on my Friday show, rapping with HRap, and he's a former street aficionado. He was part of a street organization, one of the biggest street organizations in the United States of America, to be perfectly honest with you. And he gave me this information. This has nothing to do with tomorrow's show, but he gave me this information about how, like, when you go to prison, you get a number, a letter before your number, like BLAA, B 182343, and then in Illinois, it spells out the letters spell out black man.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember you said that. Yeah,
so I'm working on it, but this is part of the civics thing that I'm adding to each and every one of my shows. Every week, I have a civics segment, something that we need to be civically minded about and civically active about. And this week is going to be convictions and sentencing rates, because there's a young man who just got out of jail, and I don't even have to use this random young man. It's a young man in Chicago. He was murdered in 1986. His name is Ben Wilson. He was one of the best basketball players. He was the LeBron James of his day. He was the #1 basketball player in the United States of America in 1986, and he was murdered by a random act of violence. These two young men, one of the young men went and got his aunt's 22, and he wanted to walk around with a gun and look tough, and bumped into Ben. Something happened, and he pulled out the gun and was afraid and shot him. His homeboy, who was just standing there with him, is still in penitentiary.
Wow, man.
Wow.
So we need to start speaking on those kinds of things, because if we are going to be upset that we're populating the prison system, and then people don't realize 50 calls from to a representative, state senator, governor, what have you, state's attorney, district attorney. Those things change because they don't feel like dealing with those damn phone calls. So, and then another thing is, I'm upset. This is the first thing I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I want to slap the hell out of the NFL for trolling us yesterday. Dude. I go back to football in 1976. 76 first time I ever picked up football. Marvin Carter was the coach at 1209 South Racine. And I started playing football with his team, and then I just continued to move up, right? But with that being said, even though I love football, it's a slap in the face for the National Football League to have end racism. Only we can end hate together. End hate. And y'all kicked the dude out of y'all league for saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Greatest troll in the history of the world. I'm going to talk about that and things that we need to do about that. With that being said, I got a few other things to talk about and a few videos, historic videos. As I do, I open up my show with a historic video. Middle of the show, I do another historic video.
Yeah.
And I try not to do that stuff about like we did it tonight. We mentioned the Tulsa massacre, but you know what? Why is it that even we don't ever mention the energy that it took to create that village. We never talk about what they accomplished. We talk about what the other people destroyed.
Yeah, that's good.
Because we're addicted to trauma porn.
Right.
Something I just call trauma porn. We want to talk about the worst part, but you got 3 restaurants serving 8-course meals. 8. People don't even serve 8-course meals now. Mm-hmm. You had 8 doctors. You had 9 lawyers, an airport, and a hospital. In one set. And see, people think that was in Tulsa. No, that was a part of Tulsa. That was like Harlem in Manhattan. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow, along with some other things. The NFL and the civics example. And then we're going to move forward.
All right. Well, we got 2 announcements we're going to make. The first one, she's been on Queen 3 and King. She's the producer of Man Talk Mondays. That is Dr. Selena Fintroy Smith. She is now a part of the S3 Network, and her show is actually called Trauma Through. I had it in my head. Here we go.
Education through the eyes of trauma.
Yeah, teaching through the eyes of trauma, and that was kind of a good segue with you bringing that up. So, her show will be on ds3network.com. It'll also be on Spreaker and a lot of other platforms as well. The other announcement, which if you haven't seen this on social media already, John Yogi, the comedian, and King Dawk himself will be going at it toe-to-toe for comedy versus battle. Looks and just watch this promo right here. This will tell you everything about it.
Who? John Lewis. Yogi? Yogi Bear? Yeah, I've been wanting to get at him anyway. He always picking on my little sister. But you know what they say, Yogi Bear. If you see me in a fight with a bear, jump in, help the bear.
Ha ha! Y'all thought he was the only king up in this piece? Don't make me laugh. Leave me.
That King Cole was a Mario soul.
Man, the leg thing get me every time.
100, man.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
He said it took them about 30 takes because his wife wouldn't stop laughing.
So
should be a good one.
That's gonna be a good one coming up Friday. The legs, exactly. The legs, yes.
What cigar was that? Anything I need to investigate?
No, that was just I needed to grab what I had close by. So that was just a Macanudo.
Oh, okay.
Just a Macanudo. So
Big Illinois. Hey, Wilks, Big Illinois, the cigar guy. Anthony Lang's now. Get at him.
Yeah, I got some. Matter of fact, I got a partner that's got his own tobacco field in I want to say it's Nicaragua, on the line of Nicaragua and some other country.
Yeah, I enjoy a good cigar.
Presidente is the name of his cigar. Nice. Yeah. And he's got a dark and a light, so obviously the light is a little less, harsh than the dark, but it just depends on what you like. I'm a light cigar, smoker. So, and hey, you want to talk about who we need to get on here as a sponsor, and that's the International Cigar Lounge out the Colony. Y'all holler at us.
Please do.
Yeah. They got some hellified lemon drops in there too, but
they moving some people to that, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be back next week. It's Citizen Ash. HRap, we can take it over to you.
All right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Y'all know what I do every week. I salute Reggie O'Shea and Craig Smith by saying dream those dreams and man up and woman up and live those dreams. Because life without dreams flows in black and white, and life with dreams flows in technicolor and surround sound. And y'all know, look at here, watch this. Y'all already know this. Well, if I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
Yes.
Deuces and praise.
All right now.